member of Savix community. I am running Luigi's Mansion any percent, no out of bounds, Hidden Mansion, and yeah, let's get this started. So should we start the countdown? All right. So yeah, the time starts once I click on the file. Anyways, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so this is area 1 of the game. It's probably the simplest area and the easiest to run through. Doesn't have any RNG at all, really. Just mostly precision and movement around the ghosts to catch them quicker. And yeah, you don't have to really worry about boos later on. Well, in this area, they starting to appear in areas 2 and onward. So the first area is not too bad in terms of RNG and things that could ruin your run. Also, shaking your controller, like your control stick a bit, actually makes the ghost go in a little faster, like that. Alright, got our first key. Now, there is a glitch that allows you to skip the maps, but I haven't really learned that yet. But basically, Luigi always has a map pop out every time he gets a key. And you could actually skip that using a certain trick. Which, unfortunately, I'm not doing. Because I probably would have messed it up, honestly. Anyways, we're going to be able to catch 2 Lead Ghosts here like that. We're going to get another combo here. Nice. Alright, so we're in the last room over here. We're going to get a double up here as well. So over here we're going to be introduced to a new ghost. These are the garbage ghosts. We're going to have to push him there. Oh god, I messed it up. Yeah, they have the most health out of any other ghosts. Well, aside from boos, which we'll see later on. Anyways, we got our next key. And this will bring us to the main area where we're going to be introduced to boss ghosts. Boss ghosts always have 100 HP. If you're playing the Japanese version, it's much easier. If you're playing PAL, the game is entirely different. But since we're playing any percent no out of bounds, we don't really have to worry about more difficulty and more health. This is by far the easiest version, Japanese. It's also the quickest. Yeah, there's a lot of text you have to master. You have to consistently mash A and B back and forth. So here we have the first ghost. It's the father of the family, and all you have to do is just basically catch him when he yawns. You can do that over there with your poltergust, and there you go. So yeah, the first area only consists of 3 boss ghosts. The first 2 are rather easy. They don't really try to attack you or anything. Over here in this room, it's best to have your flashlight off, as this room's probably one of the laggiest rooms in the game. Anyways, we got the mom here. I think her name is Lydia. There we go. Got our second key. And the next boss ghost is actually way different than the other 2. This one's actually going to fight back. And surprisingly, it's the baby of all of the family here that is going to actually be aggressive towards us. Yeah, this boss fight is going to work much more differently than the other 2 ghosts. Alright. I always do that for some reason, just go towards that chest. And yeah, here's the difference between this this boss ghost compared to the others two that we faced earlier, in that you get an entire arena where you have to fight it. So Chauncey here, probably the easiest boss ghost in the game. Well, in terms of like the end of area boss ghost. Very simple boss fight. You have to keep Chauncey above 50 HP for the first half of the fight. Which we'll see right here, because if you put it any lower, you're gonna actually lose quite a bit of time. So yeah, just want to get the rocking horses out of the way. Oh god, that might actually be a bit difficult for me. Alright. It's fine, I'm going to be optimistic about this. Yeah, this part you don't really have to do much. Just standing at the corners or the edges of the crib, I guess. You don't really, you could basically dodge all the baby's attacks. It basically tries to body slam you, but it only goes around in 3 rows. Oh no, that is bad. I allowed Chauncey to escape, and we're gonna get a third phase here, which is very. You're gonna lose quite a bit of time here if you're doing a run. In a phase where it's underneath 50 HP, the rocking horses move faster, and it fires a few extra rocking horses from the side, so you do lose a bit of time from that. So yeah, those are the extra 2 rocking horses. Yeah, you have to get hit by the ball there in order to get it quicker. There we go. So we got our first key, and we're done with Area 1. And this always happens after you complete an area. EGAD will talk to you, and basically you have to go back to his lab and retrieve the ghost and turn them into paintings. And this is always the most relaxing cutscene because you don't really have to do much. So it gives you a little bit of breathing room. Yeah, as we head into Area 2, we're going to start being introduced to a few new mechanics, which I'll explain as we go along. But yeah, we got 3 ghosts. If you're playing any other category, you would probably have to catch more of the ghosts, especially boss ghosts, and some of them you have to get. There's even categories that involve golden frames. The end game, the end area boss ghost works a little bit differently than the other 2. Well, than the regular boss ghosts. Decides whether you get bronze, silver, and gold. Yeah, it's end of area boss ghosts are health dependent. Regular boss ghosts are depending if you get the big pearl from them. The big pearl only comes after you get 90 HP from them or more, or just like one-shot them, which is why we use Hidden Mansion. Hidden Mansion allows us to basically catch the ghosts as quick as possible, while regular Mansion is very much slower. You don't get the ghosts as quick as Hidden Mansion does. Anyways. Oh, might mess this up. You're supposed to get a double there, but I messed that up. I did a nice backup there. You're able to still get the 2 ghosts without one of them vanishing away. Alright, so coming up on this, after this key, we have a boss ghost that is RNG dependent. This is the first, I would say RNG... I forgot to explain this, that, you have to keep your flashlight in directions. That's why you see me, like, moving my C-stick, like, in very rapid succession, because Ghost will try to scare you, and in the hallway, so you need to, like, stay away from them. And so pointing your flashlight towards them actually prevents them from scaring you. There he is. We have the Shy Guy Ghost here. You have to basically remove their masks first, and that's how you catch them. Got all three of the doubles, which is really nice. So here comes the RNG part. So these two, they're going to dance, and only when this guy's heart pops up you could actually catch him, but it's RNG dependent, so let's see if we could get it here. Unfortunately, no. There's always one afterwards. As you can see here, he does like a little... Yep, there's always that timing right there. But yeah, he makes like a little... like a little, like, yell of sorts whenever he's dancing with his girl. And so you're able to catch both of them. If it was early release, he would actually be caught way earlier. It saves 11 seconds, I believe. Anyways, here comes the next room. This is where we're going to be able to release the boos. So, you could actually get that poster early. I'm going to see if I could get it here. I did not. Yeah, not happening. Yeah, if you're unable to get that, it does lose you a bit of time. You're also usually supposed to double those two ghosts. I know. So if you were to get that successfully, you would actually be able to suck up the poster there, and you would save a bit of time for that. And you would actually see how Luigi's able to suck it up. You'll see his like legs would move very jittery, in a way, if you were able to get it successfully. And here we go. We're going to be introducing boos into the run now. Boos are very RNG dependent, and they could make or break your run. You could be on a terrible run, but your RNG could literally save your run. So yeah, we're introduced to all 50 boos being released, including King Boo. So yeah, this cutscene always happens. EGAD will tell you to return to the lab. And he basically explains what the boos might have done to Mario. Yeah, the boos have Mario held captive. And yeah, our goal is to basically capture as much boos as possible. For any percent, you need at least 40. In other categories, there is all boos, which is 50, and 100% there's also having to catch all the boos, but we're only going to have to worry about catching 40. There are specific routes for catching them, and let's see. I'm going to see if the boo's not under here. I'm going to take a little bit of a chance. Please be in here. If it is, Yep. Alright, so I'm going to show a little glitch. So usually after capturing... Oh, dang, I missed it. So I'll explain this anyways. After capturing each boo, you'll be able to, you'll have EGAD talk to you afterwards about the boo. And, what may happen is that if you have, like, a little sheet like that, almost taken out, you could actually use it, after you suck up the boo, you could suck up the sheet, and, it skips the text cutscene, so it saves a bit of time, especially if you're going to get, like, a longer EGAD conversation from it. Well, it's here. There we go. So yeah, you always have two boo signals. One's a fake, one's the real deal. It could range from a bomb to a boo ball. And yeah, using this is actually quicker to go downstairs. Basically, any mirror takes you back to the lobby. It's actually, we're going to use this quite a bit throughout the run. Alright. So, we only need a minimum of 5 boos before we could get the key required for Madame Clairvoyant's room. Oh, there we go. Got our... Next Boo, we got one more. So the trick used here, Boo has cackles, as you can hear very precisely. And depending on how many cackles, Boo could actually flee from you. As you can see, we could actually guide Boo. Some Boos are guide dependent. But yeah, you have to hold down both L and R. And you have to, it's kind of like a rhythmic pattern. Every 10 health that Boo goes down, you have to release R real quick and go back to holding it. So every 10 health. And yeah, you're able to kind of like wobble in a way for those who play Melee. It's like a rhythm, you could basically quote-unquote wobble the Boo. But I think you can only really do that to Boos that are 150 health and below. Afterwards it gets a little bit more difficult for higher health Boos, which we'll see later on. Which is why you have to capture most of the lower health Boos as possible to save time. Anyways, we're heading to Madame Clairvoyant's room, and we're going to be introduced to another mechanic in the game, and that is elements. So, here we have the fire element room, where we're going to obtain the fire emblem. I believe it's called, or it's a fire emblem. This area, you have the choker ghosts that could only be seen through the mirror. They're a little bit annoying to deal with. You're also going to have to deal with two of them. You have to allow yourself to be choked by them to get doubles here. Oh, we messed up a little bit there, but doesn't matter. It's fine. Later we're going to see some ghosts similar to those. Anyways, we got the fire emblem here. So we're going to do a little trick here. We have to spawn the Boo. Oh, it's here. Oh my god, did we get it? Okay, we did. So, getting the emblem and the Boo at the same time allows us to save some time. And we could reset the game, and this will actually bring us to the lobby with the fire emblem ready, so we could actually skip the text that EGAT explains what the fire emblem does. So now that we have that, you could grab the fire spirit here, and you don't have to get out the room or hear EGAT's explanation. It saves a lot of time. And next up, you gotta light up the candles here and get your next key. Oh. Yeah, it does save quite a bit of time. It is, it could be risky if you end up not catching the Boo, and you might lose a bit of time, especially because you have to read the text. Oh, I was pointing my flashlight that way. Yeah, that's always important to have your flashlight ready, and pointed in areas where you might get attacked. Anyways, we have the butler here. He's gonna need the fire element to be fought against. So he's gonna be heading towards his room. So in the meantime, we're gonna be tackling two birds with one stone. We're gonna be tackling the washing area. And here we go. We're gonna be introduced to our first thing, and that's Mario's items. Here's his hat. It's in the washer. There's 5 of them in the game. You need all of them in order to proceed with the game. Okay, we're also going to have to get all these ghosts out of here before the butler appears. There we go. And catching the butler here. We're going to be getting to another glitch that's going to allow us to skip text for catching a Boo. So what you have to do here, you're supposed to open up this hole. This only works in Japanese, in the Japanese version, so it does not work in the PAL or NTSC USA versions. So unfortunately, anybody running on any of those other two things cannot have this this exclusive glitch, so you do lose a bit of time here. Alright, so now we're going to show this off. And there we go. We are able to skip that entire Bootex. Oh, I kind of missed that one. So you're supposed to set all these ghosts on fire. They're weak to the... They're all ice element ghosts. They're all weak to fire. You're going to be seeing a few ghosts similar to these later on. Nice. We got all 4 of them. Get this ready. So you could do this twice. So two boos you could actually get with this glitch. Oh boy. Oh, it's in this one. And there we go, we got both of them with that glitch. So yeah, we're going pretty well here so far. Yeah, that treasure chest, even though this is an optional room, it's actually required to get this. It's better to get the boo here because it's such low health. You could actually get the tech skip here as well, but it's actually one of the harder ones to get. You have to get one of those towels over there at the top right. Anyways, coming up, we got probably my favorite boss ghost in the game. I'm pretty sure she's a fan favorite. Her name is Melody, and this is probably one of my favorite rooms in the game as well, because we're going to be playing the Super Mario Brothers theme. So yeah, the way to get Melody out is to get all the instruments to be played. Yeah, she's a certified gamer and pianist. And she's going to ask us to pick a song. There's only 2 songs that she plays. She plays the Super Mario Bros. 3 Overworld theme, and she plays the Super Mario Bros. Underwater theme. So yeah, it says a 3 there, so it actually makes it quite easy to know in Japanese. Anyways, just get rid of her music sheets, and there you go. We have defeated Melody. In the harp. Alright, so this is actually, oh my god, yeah, this is probably one of the worst rooms to lose, to have a boo in, because there's just a lot of furniture here. And, yeah, having boos be farther apart from, like, on the other side of rooms could actually be very troublesome. Anyways, we're a quarter of the way through our boo count already. And coming up, we got an area that we don't really need to go to catch the boss ghost. There's a boss ghost over here. This guy we don't need to catch. Could just skip him entirely. Just go to the kitchen. And we're going to get our next element already. It's the water emblem. Guess it doesn't seem like the boo's nearby. So there we go. And this, you can't skip this, unfortunately. So you're stuck reading the text. So EGAD's going to explain that any faucet or thing with water coming out, you're able to get a water spirit. And this is used to... Oh, that is very bad. If you see a poisonous mushroom, you get shrunken down and you lose a little bit of money. But it actually loses quite a bit of time in a speed run because Luigi can't open doors or suck up any ghosts. So it could actually be very detrimental to your run if you end up getting a poison shroom. Luckily there I was not caught by it, so you don't have to worry about Luigi being shrunken down and him saying Mario in his stupidly high-pitched voice. Alright, we got a doggo next. Not a friendly doggo, to say the least. So this boss ghost, yeah, you have to dodge him a bit before a ghost called Mr. Bones comes out. And there he is right there, and obviously, sucking up Mr. Bones, we're able to capture the dog. Alright, and the doghouse opens up us to the gateway to the next boss ghost. We're going to be having a few more Mr. Bones to be fighting here. You could actually set it up a bit, depending on where Luigi is, for you to double a few Mr. Bones here, but unfortunately it was not set up properly. Well, luckily for us, we're going to be heading on to the second area boss, Bogmire. So this boss works a bit differently compared to most other boss ghosts. Usually you have to like rock your controller in a way to like DI the ghost, but for this one you actually just gotta point it straightwards and follow where the ghost is going. So Bogmire here works a little bit differently when it comes to catching. And for Bogmire, he's pretty simple if you do know how to catch him in one shot. He's actually, I think, the only, well, actually, no, I'm just mistaken there. Chauncey's the only boss ghost that you cannot one-shot. All the others you can one-shot. So, Bogmire will always appear in the same spot. Let's do this, and... he's also going to try bringing you to some of his shadows that he spawns, but if you're quick enough, you're able to capture him pretty easily. And there we go, we're done with Area 2. Alright, another little break here as EGAT's going to be getting our paintings ready, or his paintings rather. So Area 3, this is where the game really picks up on a lot of its boss ghosts, and difficulty does go up a bit in terms of how much ghosts you're going to have to face and how crazy some of the rooms get in terms of their larger layouts. So it's actually very risky to lose a boo from your sight here. So there we go, we got all the ghosts that are required in this area. As I said before, you don't need the guy who's eating a lot. You don't really need him. He's an optional boss ghost. I think there's only two other optional boss ghosts, if I recall correctly. But they're not required for this run, but they are required for 100%. So yeah, you always have to pick Hidden Mansion. If you pick the regular mansion, your run's basically kind of screwed. So we're finally going to Area 3. Oh, there's I forgot to mention one other boss ghost that we are going to skip, and it's actually coming up pretty soon. It's a very muscular meathead. We're going to be seeing him very soon, but we do have to, there is something important in his room that we need to get, and involves running on a treadmill, which we'll see in a bit. Anyways, we definitely need this. Anyways, we're required to go through here. You could actually go down much quicker if you vacuum or just walk down at an angle. Because Luigi will go down the ladder, which is much slower. So doing a vacuum like that, instead of climbing down the ladder, saves a bit of time. And yeah, we're going to be seeing where Mario is. This is where we're going to have our final battle. And fun fact, you can actually hear Mario saying, "Hey Luigi, where are you going?" It's a very faint noise, but you can actually hear Mario say that as you're walking away. Oh, he's saying, I'm sorry, I need to correct myself. He says, "Hey Luigi, what's the holdup?" Oh, wow. So, we got our next thing here. If you check the little birdhouse, and it's Mario's letter. So that is also required. It's kind of hinted out that Mario thinks of the birdhouse as like similar to his mailbox. If you ever played Paper Mario, his mailbox definitely does look like a birdhouse. So, anyways, we skip this guy, get that key, and you could actually, there's a fire up here, but you actually could hose it down from the floor below. And yeah, the fire is blocking this door here, which we're finally going to get our last element here. Oh my god, we got some good RNG here if we're playing 100%. And that is the golden mouse. There's a 20% chance you can encounter the golden mouse. These plates are very annoying, but we're able to get them, and we got ourselves our final element, and that is the ice emblem. So yeah, it's a rock, paper, scissors thing with the 3 elements. Water beats fire, fire beats ice, ice beats water. Fortunately, it does not work like Pokemon, where water and ice are just neutral to each other. Oh, that is very good there. Not only did we get the Ice Spirit, but we also got Blue. That's some really good RNG. So in this floor here, you're going to have to be switching a bit between your elements. We're going to be using Ice for one boss ghost that's coming up. And yes, there are some mice there that will probably cost you a bit of time. And we got our next boss ghost here. And she's a bit difficult. Her movement is pretty crazy for ghosts like her. And there we go. Yeah, it does give you this false image of her. That ghost's backstory is that she was once a model, if I recall correctly, and unfortunately her days of the model were older, so she kind of just let herself go in the afterlife. You got Nanny here, so you have to hit her with these balls of yarn. Oh boy. If you accidentally... She fires lasers for some reason. But hitting her with all 3, if you miss one, she actually leaves the room and you have to try all over again. So it's best to try hitting at all 3 without a problem. Alright, let's see. Yep, all the way at the other side of the room. Unfortunately, no. Which is likely, yep. Yeah, we're gonna have stuff like that, where these huge rooms are, like, basically huge time losses if these tend to be on one side and then end up on the other. So it's best to have them as close to you as possible. For good RNG. So we're going to have to be getting the Fire Emblem next. So Ice we're only using for one boss ghost. And lighting all those up, and we got more ghosts to face. We're going to be getting our next Mario item up next. So yeah, you're gonna get a pattern here of the punchers and the Shy Guy ghost. And then for the last cycle here, we're gonna be getting 2 Shy Guy ghosts and a choker. Oh boy. Yeah, that lost us a bit of time. Weird thing with the Shy Guy ghosts, they kind of mess with your flashlight a bit, and could cause you to kind of miss flashing them. So you have to kind of like close your flashlight and reopen it in order to readjust yourself. Anyways, this is a hint of what we have to do. We have to blow up the moon. Yeah, this whole room is an illusion. And you have to blow it up with this meteor right here. So you're going to have to aim it precisely here. Let's see if we get it first try. Yes, we do. Got a perfect moonshot. And you blow up the entire moon that way. And here's Mario's third item. It is the star. Mario's star here does make a unique noise when getting it. So for those of you who play Mario 64, this sound effect is going to sound very familiar. Yep, it does make the collecting star sound effect from Mario 64, which is pretty clever, honestly. Alright, going to be collecting our 14th Boo here. I believe this is all the Boos on this floor, and that looks like that Boo has returned there. Over there, if you hear the Boo do a double cackle, it's kind of very bad, because I mentioned earlier, once you get 16 cackles, the Boo will immediately leave no matter what. So it does become a bit of a problem for higher health enemies. So anyways, we're heading back down now, and we're going to be getting another Mario item already. These Mario items are coming up left and right. Here's another optional ghost. It's the billiards guy here, but we're gonna skip him. And we got these choker ghosts again. They're the ones similar that work similar to the mirror room one. They project on the theater screen here. Yeah, this one's a little bit trickier because you don't really like kind of see them through the mirror. You can only see like their shadows in the theater paper there. Oh, we almost got the triple there. But we do get a double, which is a nice backup. Oh, some good RNG here. Alright, so we're going to be using the mirror here after we get the next item, and this is Mario's glove. So there's only one more item that belongs to Mario after this. Anyways, there's the billiards guy, but there's a mirror here, and you're able to head back to the lobby of the mansion. I know there's some people that do that save and reset trick that I did in the Fire Emblem location, but you could also do that as well. There's just minimal time differences. Anyways, we're finally going to collect the Boos here. It's actually much quicker to do this than it is to just collect all the Boos here at once. This place actually might get a bit messy in terms of finding the Boo, because there's just a lot of furniture items, including this here. The Boo could always somehow be in the pirate ship. So here we have another boss ghost. If you came here earlier in Area 1, you realize that this door is not, you can't open it. Gonna have to circle around this thing, and I know there's a quicker way to do it, but unfortunately I don't know how to do it. So, another thing I don't know how to do. These ghosts here, they're the twin boys. They're the last of the family here, and they'll ask you to play hide and seek. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, when they played Luigi's Mansion casually, did not know you could legitimately cheat. If you vacuum the box that they're in, and if it shakes, that's where the ghost is. So, oh wow, we got both. Wow, that's like the best RNG. But yeah, it wouldn't shake at all if there wasn't a ghost in there. So if you ever done this and you didn't know that trick, they would still assume that you cheated, even though that you like tried so many times to find them the right way. Anyways, it's always good to get the one on the ground first, because you don't have to worry about the being ran over. And staying here at the corner allows you to not get bombed by this one. There we go. Oh, that one went to another room. It's fine. We're going to be having to go into that room anyways. If you're playing in English, the Boos actually have their puns for names. I think one of them in here is like called Game Boo, and there's one called Game Boo Advance. They just have some funny names if you're playing in English. I don't know what the names are in Japanese though. Oh, we got 2 of them. There we go. Messing that up badly there, but we still captured it. It's a very low health Boo, which is pretty easy to capture, so you don't really need to try wobbling them. Over here, this is another place where you can actually get the tech skip, so let's see if we can try getting it here. Oh, I kind of messed it up. Well, no tech skip for us here. But if you're able to get that tech skip, you use the blanket, you suck in the Boo first, then the blanket immediately after, and you skip the text. So that's another potential time save. Skip the text that way. This part over here is going to require a lot of mashing. Mashing the A and B, because we're going to do a lot of talking. To the next ghost that we have, Madame Clairvaux. I hope I'm not the only one, but when I was younger, I used to think that her mask was just a giant, like, overly sized lips with buck teeth. And apparently just a mask veil, like a little veil with an eye in the center. So you need all 5 of the items to talk to Clairvaux here. She's I believe the only friendly ghost in the game. Everybody else is either like just neutral or hostile, but she's the only one willing to help you out. So yeah, she's going to be going over all 5 items. This is why Japanese is also faster, because the text is faster. If you're playing on English, this will definitely get very tiresome. So yeah, text does save quite a bit of time in the Japanese version. So yeah, Clairvaux here just explaining what Mario was doing with said items and what secrets they reveal with the Boos, and a little bit of backstory on how Mario might have been captured. And hinting out what the final boss is as well. She does, if you're reading this in English, she would say that King Boo somehow revived Bowser. And it is going to play out the final boss, as we'll see later. And there we go, we caught Madame Clairvaux. So by this point, you should have 20 ghosts heading to the next floor. And you should have 21 by the end of the area. So we got 1 more ghost in the area. So we're halfway through our ghost count. And it's highly recommended that you get ice. So once we head up to the next floor, we're going to stop by and get ice. Otherwise, you might end up losing a bit of time if you forget to collect the ice. I've had this happen to me when I first started running LM. And just completely forgetting the ice. And I was just getting constantly bombarded with attacks because I couldn't attack properly without it. And as we're reaching the end of the area, we're going to be getting one of the hardest boss ghosts in the game. I think a lot of people hate this boss ghost, casually and speedrun-wise, because of just how annoying it is. Anyways, so you just gotta shake all 3 of these deer, and that's how you're able to get these guys to pop out. In the 3DS version, these deer, their eyes glow red, which is a pretty scary effects that they added in that remake. So yeah, they're always going to pop up to the same spot. You could actually remove their ice element as they spawn in, so saves a bit of time rather than for them to have their little animation. Oh, I thought we almost got the double there. Yeah, it's very. These ghosts are definitely very annoying, especially if you slip on a banana peel. Oh, okay. Speak of the devil. Commentary curse. All right. Nice. So at least we spawned the Boo. Oh, the skull blocked me there. Alright. So, here we go. We got the next boss ghost, Boolossus. And, Boolossus here, it's highly recommended that you switch to sidestep mode. Because there's a potential one-shot that you could get. It does require a little bit of aim and a bit of RNG as well. And, you're gonna see why it's annoying if you don't end up one-shotting, Boolossus here. So, let's see if we're able to get the one-shot. I have gotten it before, and it's really hype when you get it, because you just, fire an entire ice ball into the row of boos and they could all just freeze. So, let's see how we're able to do here. But yeah, this ghost, I believe in the POW version, Luigi actually rides on his Poltergust, making the boss fight a little bit more difficult, because he has more traction thanks to riding on the Poltergust. Oh boy, we got hit there. Alright, so what you're supposed to do is back up a bit until you reach the other statue. I kind of messed it up. We're going to be seeing... a bit of time loss then. But yeah, you're gonna see why it's annoying. I don't know why, I kind of forgot how to do the ice ball. Alright, yeah, this is gonna be the hardest part of the phase here. These little ice spirits could also be very annoying. We got 3 left. So yeah, you have to kind of like bait them into coming towards you and like timing your ice shots. And there we go. But yeah, they could sometimes not even try attacking you. They could just randomly just walk up to you and hit you anyways, which is very annoying. And yes, Boolossus does gift you 15 boos, so that's the majority of where the boos come from, is from Boolossus. So we only need 4 boos left, realistically. And any required boss fight. So we're done with Area 3. And this is where the run gets probably the most chaotic, because you have to go backtracking from the bottom portion of the floor to another. It's just a really crazy Area 4. So this is our final break of the run. Fun fact about the Safari room. There was initially going to be a boss ghost for that room, but I believe that they thought that would be too scary to have this one particular ghost, because apparently he had a gun, even though there's already a boss ghost with a gun already. Which is coming up in this area, and it's a required one. Well, not necessarily a real gun, but more of like a pop gun with a cork coming out of it. But still, they thought that this ghost was a little too scary for kids. Anyways, on to Area 4. I would suggest keeping the sidestep mode on for just a bit longer. Let's get a fire just in case, because we're probably going to need it later on. And also it does make the boo capturing pattern much easier to get an element. So we're heading to the attic now, and in this upcoming area there's just a lot of backtracking and a lot of rooms where that could cause a bit of lag. As I mentioned in Area 1, it's best to actually have your flashlight off in some areas so that the lag is kept at a minimum. And you're going to see why we're going to keep sidestep mode on in just a bit. I don't know if this loses time or not. I probably am losing a bit of time, but I'm just going to be a little bit safe here because I wasn't quick enough when I first tried doing without that, and I accidentally get bombarded with ghosts. So in this part, the entire mansion loses power, and ghosts will pop up nearly everywhere in the mansion, except the lobby and a couple other places. But yeah, so if you don't have your flashlight pointed in a general direction, then you're going to be attacked with by multiple ghosts, and it becomes a really annoying part if you're not careful. Alright, so here we could actually skip dealing with some ghosts by heading immediately downstairs. So we're looking for an uncle of sorts, well, an uncle ghost, and he's in the room that we were at Area 1. So it's been a while since we've been here. It's been since Area 2, rather. My bad, but yeah, we haven't caught a ghost here, and yeah, this guy is RNG dependent. And yeah, this is bad RNG here. So you have to wait for him to scare you like that. He could actually do it as soon as you open the door. But yeah, that could actually make you lose a bit of time if he doesn't try scaring you, like doing a little boo kind of noise, but yeah, don't have to deal with him. So we're gonna have to head down to the basement. You actually could head up down there earlier in the run, but well, not in the run, but if you're playing casually, you can actually head down there earlier. But it's not recommended during the run. So heading downstairs to the basement for the first time in the run, head to this room, and you're able to restore power to the entire building. Over here, there's going to be a boo that we could capture. But, so now we'll remove that. So, there's a boo here that we could capture. It's a potentially one-shottable boo, depending on the setup that you do, and if you don't mess it up. I'm not going to try going for it, because it's a very hard boo to get, because this is going to be our first 200 health boo. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave that boo alone for a bit. So you can actually capture this ghost over here, like through that entire chain link fence. And there we go. This is a key that's required for upstairs. Now, during the power outage, you actually could go into the rooms in the attic, but it's generally much easier just to go downstairs and get restore power. You actually do get phone calls from EGAD and a few other things like Toad when the mansion goes out, which you'll see later on this room. Oh wow, it's there. Alright, we're going to also see if Boo returned to that other room real quick. If you don't one-shot, you can actually see if Boo returned. If not, then, yep, he did not return. So he's in that room towards the left of the basement, which we'll actually return to later in the run. Alright, so we're going to be heading back upstairs, all the way to the attic. So yeah, this is why Area 4 is a lot of running around the entire mansion practically, because you have to head from one floor, the bottom floor, all the way to the top floor. And yeah, it does drag on a bit. But we're practically near the end of the game. We only have required a few more boss ghosts and 3 more boos to capture. Now it's best to try finding the lower health boos as much as possible. Alright, so we're finally heading to the left side of the building. And we're finally going to be fighting our next boss ghost, and this is the boss ghost I mentioned earlier with the musket with the quirk that pops out. Okay, try to make sure not to get any ghosts to spawn. Here's another optional room. We don't really need to go here. This is the place I was talking about. You actually could come here and answer phones, and you'll get EGAD, a ghost, and Toad talking with you. So this kind of works like Melody. You need the cuckoo clocks here to play the Luigi's Mansion theme. And that activates all these guys. And yeah, as you can see, they have muskets with, oh, this guy was being a little hectic. Alright. So yeah, you need to capture all three. It's very best to do one by one, because I think it would be way too hard just to capture all three at once, because they are all three boss ghosts, so... Alright, so we don't need to capture the boo here. It's highly recommended not to when doing any percent, especially because it's a 300 health boo, and you have to unlock a lot of rooms here in order to have that boo appear. So if you mess up capturing that boo, you have to open up another room's lights. Anyways, this one's pretty easy. Just get rid of all the Shy Guy ghosts here. Fire element. We're gonna have these two guys pop up. Messed up the double there, but it's fine. And once this the rooftop clears up, you're able to get the key here. So rooftop key, this is, I believe, one of the last few required keys in the game. And once again, you can actually skip climbing down the ladder just by using your vacuum. Okay, this is the second to last time we're going to visit the rooftop of the mansion. So after this part, we're going to get probably the laggiest room in the game, in my opinion. I think it is actually the laggiest room, and it's this one over here. This is the night room, and as you can see, there's a bunch of knights, and you have to kind of open up each one to get a ghost that's hiding in them. And as you can see, yeah, it's slowing down quite a bit. Oh my god, I messed that up. Yeah, getting hit by one of those maces is going to be very horrible, because it does damage you. I guess I wasn't standing in the proper spot. Got one here. So yeah, there's always going to be ghosts in these same spots. They're not going to randomly shift around. There's no RNG here. But yeah, the only problem with this room is just the unbearable amounts of lag. And I think this should be the last ghost we have to capture. Yes, it is. I highly recommend just getting the key here and then trying to capture the ghost here if you're a beginner runner like myself, or intermediate as well, because it's a bit of a chance here, especially because you don't have to unlock any of the other doors here, well, rooms rather. And there we go. That's actually really good. We caught Underboo. You actually could save here. And Underboo's 150 health boo, so he's actually one of the easiest boos to capture. And we're able to reset here. And after saving, and it's a quicker way to the lobby of the mansion. So yeah, that's the second time you do that. And now you're able to head downstairs to the basement again. So yeah, you don't need to do all that walking or finding a mirror. Saves a bit of time. And also because Underboo is really easy to get. And also we could respawn this boo over here. And he's gonna stay at 200 health. So I guess that's kind of a negative for this. Alright. Yeah, saving and quitting will restore the boo's health. But, at the same time, we could actually get it to respawn. Alright, let's see if we're able to get it to go back to the room on the left. Good. Actually, that's very good. Oh, actually, that's not good. Oh, we're messing this up really badly. And also, these small green ghosts could actually mess you up here. Should be in this bucket. This boo is actually... This is the only boo that you can actually potentially one-shot. There we go! We got the one-shot on it. So yeah, it's a very slow-moving boo. That's the only reason why you could capture that. So I'm actually surprised I got the one-shot there. You basically guide it. After each cackle, it'll try to go to a different side. And since it's a very slow-moving boo, you're actually able to one-shot it. It's the only 300 health boo I believe you could one-shot. Alright. So I think we'll get that other boo afterwards. It has 70 health left, and it's back inside its original room. Next up is the final boss ghost before we meet Van Gore. Van Gore's been actually talked about. If you're paying attention to the text, well, if it was English, you would notice that EGAD mentions a ghost called Van Gore, and he's the guy who created all the... he's the ghost that created all the other boss ghosts. He's got the ice guy here. He's actually one of the more difficult ghosts to catch because ice physics plus the pillars that are here trying to basically skewer us. And you could also do this funny thing. Whee! Luigi's off screen. Alright, so let's capture that other boo and we'll save and quit. And head back upstairs to where Van Gore is. So yeah, we're finally going to be able to meet Van Gore. So if you guys don't want, if you guys are running this, or eventually C runs, it's actually much quicker to get all the dust out of the way, but it does become a little bit more difficult to navigate if you're not quick enough with collecting the dust. And should be 70 health left. And 40 boos. Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to go back and reset again. That was my mistake. Anyways, that was my bad. My B. Anyways, let's collect that. We're gonna finally be heading up to Van Gore. Now, Van Gore is gonna be kind of like a little miniature boss rush, which we'll see in a bit. It's got his own little miniature cutscene, too. And here we go. This is what I mean by it's a boss rush, because he paints ghosts to life. And he's going to be sending each of them in threes, one by one at us. So it's going to be from left to right, each ghost in order. This is basically all the important ghosts of the game, like important regular enemy ghosts. So you won't be seeing any elemental ghosts or those miniature flying ones or mice ghosts. Alright, we're going to be getting triples here. This is going to be much harder the more health the enemies have, so especially when we get to the garbage ghosts and the smashing ones, which I've seen before. Yeah, these guys do a lot of damage, so... Oh boy. Yeah, they also try to make you go into each other, which is like, the AI for the ghosts is just really smart. Right, we're going to be having the chokers next. Alright, didn't hit the one shot there, but got 2 for 1. Shy Guy Ghosts go together. Alright, triple, and got the next ghost up next, and that's the garbage ghost. It's going to be the hardest to handle. Oh, missed the triple there, and of course the banana peel. Oh wow, did not get the double there. Could try resisting it. And also, yeah, he will also try leading you into banana peels as well. And we got the last ghost here. At least I did not get hit by the explosion. Alright, and there we go. We could catch Van Gore for free. He's one of the easiest boss ghosts to capture. He doesn't really struggle much as compared to other ones. He's kind of like, almost like Clairvore in terms of how easy it is to capture. And we got the final key. You're required to get this key to get to King Boo. So some people do get the final Boo here and reset, do the reset trick. And we'll save and reset to head downstairs quicker. I do the other method because I don't have to deal with the 300 health Boo. So, I'm going to be heading down, and we're going to be facing the final boss. The final boss, it does have a one-shot, a one-cycle trick to it, but it requires a lot of precise aiming. I'm going to get a little help here just in case, because I don't know what's going to happen with this, honestly. Luigi, stop auto. Yeah, Luigi weirdly auto-aims if there's a heart or pearls in the way. So try getting those as priority. Anyways, we're heading towards the final room. But yeah, if you were to head here without that key, King Boo will actually stop you, and he'll send you back to the lobby of the mansion. Anyways, a lot of mashing here. We're going to be having King Boo talk to us. He's basically going to be saying how the Mario painting looks lonesome and needs a Luigi painting next to it. And he's practically mad at you for turning all of his friends into paintings. And, yeah, this is what Madame Clairvore was hinting at. Here's Bowser. And this is going to be one of the creepier aspects of Luigi's Mansion. For those who never played it or were playing it when they were younger, I'm pretty sure most people can agree with me on here. We're going to be seeing something very creepy. Well, quote-unquote creepy. So, the final boss, we got King Koopa himself. This boss fight is interesting, to say the least. You can actually one-shot it, but as I mentioned before, it requires precise aiming with the spike bombs that he's going to be throwing at us. And you have to hit his head twice. You'll see why when I'm talking about his head. So you're always going to set up over here, because he's always, after his fire breath, he's always going to do this. He's going to fire the spike balls. Oh boy, I messed that up. Alright. And as you can see, his head is off, and King Boo reveals that he's using a costume. As you can see, that Bowser's a fake. Got half of his health down. But yeah, once he gets below 250, he starts a weird phase where he starts walking around without his head. Oh boy. Well, there goes that 2 cycle. So this is the creepy part I'm talking about. He has his head upside down and he starts running around like crazy. You could actually just avoid him entirely with by just standing at the edge of the rooftop. Alright, so I'm going to be saying time once I capture King Boo fully. Alright, here we go. And time! There we have it. That is Luigi's Mansion, any percent, no out of bounds. And we're going to finally bring Mario back with us as well. So yeah, it's not necessarily the, I've just got to finish up the credits here. It's got one of the best credit songs ever, honestly. And this is the final time we'll be seeing this, and we're going to be putting every ghost back into a painting. Yes, we'll also be seeing Mario coming back from painting, and King Boo and Bowser have a funny, unique little spirit of sorts compared to the other boss ghosts. I've got a silver on that. And now we're going to be restoring Mario. And yeah, that Mario is just as flat as any other ghost until he's reverted back to a full 3D model. And this is honestly one of the most wholesome scenes in a Nintendo game. Yeah, Luigi's cheering up and laughing at saving Mario. And you get one of the best banger credits in the entire in any game that I played. Honestly, I honestly love the credits here. Yeah, that's Luigi's Mansion. Definitely think I could have done better, but honestly, though, this is a fun run to showcase. I always like to showcase this run the most out of any speed game I like to play. It's just unique in a way. I just really love it. Yeah, there's this category is just honestly amazing. I definitely would recommend if anybody wants to try this game out, casually or speedrun-wise, go ahead, it's really fun. Yeah, it does show a lot of the things that you've done throughout the entire game. Actually, do hear